back to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. Today we've got the sixth regional whisky challenge, or whatever it's called. Basically, someone started a kind of regional challenge, one bottle from each region or one whisky from each region, and I was nominated by Gav from Gav's Drams. I watched his video. He selected some pretty good ones and also some that I wouldn't necessarily agree with, but I suppose that's the thing about whisky. So yeah, we've got six regions obviously: Islands, Highlands and Speyside, Islay, Campbeltown and Lowland. So I'll probably start with the obvious, which is Lowland. And my pick from Lowland would have to be Daft Mill. And if I was to say one bottle, I really enjoy this Fife Whisky bottle. The cat's going absolutely mental. We've got him a tunnel and he's playing in it. It's probably a lot more entertaining than this. But yeah, we've got this Fife Whisky Festival bottle, which I've got in the barrel because I can't really bring myself to finish it, because I know that once I finish it, there's no more. I'm not going to go to the auction because I reckon this will be stupid price. But it's a single cask strength. So this one, and probably I believe it was a 2007 winter, which I had a bottle of, which was just the regular release, the 46% ABV. I really enjoyed that. So they would be my two from Lowland. It is supposed to be one whisky from each, but I don't know if they mean one distillery or one whisky with one actual whisky. If I was to choose between the two, I probably would choose this, just because it's cask strength and I get more whisky out of it, because I can add water to it and it'll probably last longer, and it has lasted longer than the 2007 just because I've hidden it. So that would be my Lowland pick. This cat is going crazy. I'm going to have to, I don't know if you can hear the bell jingle, just jumped on top of the tent. Yeah, it's probably a lot more entertaining. I might just show you what he's doing. I'm sure that little clip of the cat will get me more views anyway. So that's Lowland. We'll move to Speyside, I believe. In fact, we'll actually go to Campbeltown, throw us off a little bit. So I think it's pretty obvious that I think it's obvious. I've said how much I enjoy Springbank 10, and for the value, the availability of it, especially in the UK, we can pick it up pretty easily. I think it's an absolute corker of a whisky, and I prefer it over the 15, but I'm not actually going to go for Springbank. I'm not going to go for Kilkerran, but I'm going to go for Hazelburn. So I really enjoyed the Springbank Rumwood, the 15-year-old. I finished a bottle of that pretty quickly, and I actually bought another bottle because I enjoyed it so much. So that's sitting ready for me when I'm wanting to reminisce. But the bottle that I am going to pick is Hazelburn 10 Rundlets and Kilderkins. Now, I have, I think, about a 50ml or a 100ml sample of this left from my own bottle. So it cost £65, and I'm glad I held on to it a little longer and not just opened it straight away, because it kind of gave it this little bit more of an epic opening, especially when it was going for about £600 in the auction. So yeah, I enjoyed that whisky, and that'd probably be my one from Campbeltown. I'd happily drink that. Yeah, it's not necessarily the big funky Springbank that you want. I mean, I could easily go for the Springbank 10, but I just really like that. Yeah, it was incredible, that Hazelburn Rundlets and Kilderkins. So I'd happily drink that for my Campbeltown pick for the rest of the days. So that's Lowland, Campbeltown. For Island, I don't drink a lot of Islands, but if I was to pick an Island, it would probably be the lid check that I had from the Whisky Exchange, the whisky show in London. I'll link the reviews, because I'm pretty sure I've reviewed most of these. I'll link the review, but yeah, I thought that was fantastic. It was a nice dirty number and really peated, and I got that off the auction. It was one of my first ever auction buys, and it's got a lot of sentiment to me, and I thought that was fantastic. So if I was to pick an Island, I've had a fair amount of Lid Check and Tobermory, and I've had a few Arran, but I don't think Arran just doesn't hit the spot for me yet, or yeah, I've not really come together with Arran. But yeah, it would be that Lid Check anyway from the whisky show. So that's Lowland, Campbeltown, Islands, Speyside. Speyside's very easy for me. It's Dalyuen all day long. It could have been Tormore, but it's Dalyuen. And specifically this Dalyuen that I'm still holding on to. It's a 15-year-old Cadenheads. I need to stop saying Cadenheads. 15-year-old from Cadenheads. I'm pretty sure I picked this up off the auction as well. It was bottled in 2020, so it's over 4 years since it's been released, and I might keep an eye out on the auctions because I would love another bottle of this. It's just fantastic stuff, and I'm going to pour some of it now because it's just it's a great dram. So if I was to pick a Speyside that I was to drink for the rest of my days, it would be this. No brainer. It was a pretty easy one to pick, just because of how much I've enjoyed it. And it's just fantastic. So that's Speyside. So we've done Lowlands, we've done Campbeltown, we've done Islands, we've done Speyside. We have got Highlands next, which is a toss-up. Now, everybody knows I love Blair Athol Distillery and I love Blair Athol Whisky, the majority of it. And I think I will go for a Blair Athol. I was going to say but I think I will go for a Blair Athol. I really enjoyed the Edinburgh that my fiance got me, was it 23-year-old or 22-year-old, the Barolo cask. I'll put the link up to that review as well because that was absolutely fantastic. But I think the Blair Athol that sticks in my head and the Blair Athol that I would like to enjoy again and again and again is the 23-year-old from Old Malt Cask from Hunter Lane. I've got the link of that, I'll put that up here as well. I've reviewed that and that was just a fantastic dram. I got that off the auction alongside that Lechette, so it's another sentimental because it's one of my first auction buys. Or at least one of those first exploration of whiskies. So yeah, there's a bit of sentiment there, but that would be a whiskey. And I'm pretty sure I went through that at quite a rapid rate. So it'd be that Blair Athol 23-year-old for Highland. And then last is Islay. Islay's a difficult one because there are a lot of good Islas, but also, yeah, the reason that it's difficult is because of Ardbeg. I used to have such a love for Ardbeg. And once again, a lot of sentiment, a lot of reasons to love it, but they've slowly become, or gradually become, I don't know, too much advertisement, too much naff, too much like Highland Park or something, gimmicky almost. So it wouldn't be Ardbeg. I could have easily said Ardbeg 10, but even that I believe's changed. But my Islay pick would be Stosha, a heavily peated Buna, which is... It would probably be the 6-year-old from AD Rattray, which has also been reviewed. I think it was 51% or somewhere around that. Very cheap, the bottle, I can't remember, I think maybe £40 or something along those lines. Just a fantastic whiskey, and yeah, I think I've got some of it left. I don't want to finish it once again. These bottles are all just sitting, they don't want to be finished because I enjoy them so much, and I'll be a bit regretful when I do finish it. But hopefully I can get some of them on the auction. This should be able to pick up in the auction pretty cheap. So yeah, that would be my Islay pick, would be Stosha. And just because I think Stosha is quite a solid, consistent whiskey, regardless of independent bottler, I don't think I've had a Stosha where I've particularly been put off by it. I think it's quite an easy dram to get right, an easy whiskey to get right, just because of the peat, because of the youthfulness, because it's Islay. But yeah, I don't know what makes it so good, but it just is. So that is my 6, one whiskey from each region. So it's the Dathmill Fife Whisky Festival for Lowlands, it's the Hazelburn 10 Rundlets and Kilderkins from Campbeltown, it's the Lechette, I can't remember what age it was, but the Whisky Show, London Whisky Show for the Islands, Speyside's this Dalune 15 from Cadenheads, Highlands is the Blair Athol 23-year-old from Old Malt Cask, Hunter Lane, and Islay is Stosha, specifically the 6-year-old AD Rattray bottling. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the review. It's not a review. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it was worthwhile. I've been Stuart, this has been Whisky Whims. I'll see you later.